Okay, these notes are for steps to solve solving a multi-step equation. So step 1, we're going to distribute if necessary. You don't always have to do this step. And then step 2, we're going to combine like terms. And then steps 3, solve for the variable. Okay. Number 1 says 9x plus 1 minus 7x minus 5 equals negative 20. Okay. So there's no distribution in here. There's no parentheses. Step 2, we're going to combine like terms. There is a 9x and a negative 7x. We can combine those to make 2x. And then we have a positive 1 and a negative 5 to make negative 4 equals negative 20. Okay. I'm going to rewrite this so that our equal sign lines up. Okay. So just like before, we're going to circle the variable and draw our line down the middle. To solve for x, we need to add 4 to both sides to begin with. So we're left with 2x equals negative 16. We're still solving for x, so we need to divide by 2 on both sides to get rid of this multiplication. Those cancel out. X equals negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. So it's just like before, but there's a little bit of prep work before you can solve. So in number 2, we have 91 equals negative 7 times 3a minus 1. So before we can solve this one, we're going to distribute the negative 7 to the 3a and the negative 1. So negative 7 times 3a is negative 21a. Negative 7 times negative 1 is positive 7. Now this looks like something we've done before. We're still solving for the a, and I want to get rid of this plus 7 first, so we're going to minus 7 from both sides. 91 minus 7 equals 84. And then these cancel out, and I'm left with negative 21a. Still solving for a, but it's being multiplied by a negative 21. So I need to divide by negative 21 on both sides to get it to go away. So that is negative 4 equals a. Number 3, we have 4m minus 5 times 3m plus 10 equals 126. All right. So for this one, I'm going to distribute first. So negative 5 times 3m is negative 15m. Negative 5 times 10 is negative 50 equals 126. Also here, I need to combine my like terms, so I can combine 4m and minus 15m to make negative 11m minus 50 equals 126. Now, we're solving for m, so I need to add 50 to both sides. Negative 11m equals 176. To get this m by itself, I need to divide by negative 11 on both sides. M equals, let's see, 176 divided by negative 11 is negative 16. Okay. Number 4. This right here is technically a negative 1 in front, so I'm going to distribute twice. The negative 3 is going to go to the k and the negative 8. This negative 1 is going to go to the k and the 5. So we'll have negative 3k plus 24, because negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24. Negative 1 times k is negative k. Negative 1 times 5 is minus 5, or negative 5, equals that 23. Now we can combine like terms. Negative 3 minus k is negative 4k. 24 minus 5 is positive 19, equals 23. Now we can solve. Solving for this k right here, I need to subtract 19 first. Negative 4k equals 4. Still got to solve for k, so I need to divide by negative 4. K equals negative 1. Number 5, 20 equals 10x minus 6 times 5, times 2x plus 5. So before we begin to solve, I need to distribute this negative 6 to the 2k and the positive 5. Okay. Now I can combine like terms. 10x minus 12x is negative 2x minus that 30 on the end. All right. Now I can solve for this x right here by adding 30 to both sides. $50 equals negative 2x. Still need to solve for the x, so I can divide by 2 on both sides. Divide by negative 2 on both sides. To get 50 divided by negative 2 is negative 25, equals x. Number 6, we're going to distribute the 8 to the 2w and the negative 1. To make 16w minus 8 minus 4w equals negative 116. Combine like terms. 16w minus 4w is 12w minus that 8 equals negative 116. Now I can solve for w. Add 8 to both sides. 12w equals negative 116 plus 8 is negative 108. Still got to solve for w. I have one more step, so I need to divide by 12 on both sides. W equals negative 9. All right, remember, technically, whenever there's just a minus or parentheses here, it's technically a negative 1. And we're going to distribute the negative 1 to the 2h and the minus 1. 11h minus 2h plus 1 equals 118. Combine like terms. 11h minus 2h is 9h plus 1 equals 118. Now that I've distributed and combined like terms, I can solve for h. Subtract 1 from both sides. 9h equals 117. One more step to solve for h. Got to divide by 9 on both sides. H equals 117 divided by 9 is 13. Okay. Number 8, negative 25 equals 1/2 10x minus 2 plus 3x. Let's distribute. 1/2 of 10 is 5x. 1/2 of negative 2 is negative 1 plus 3x. I need to combine like terms before I can solve. 5x plus 3x is 8x, minus that 1 from above. Now I'm ready to solve for x. Add 1 to both sides. Negative 24 equals 8x. Now divide by 8 on both sides. Negative 3 equals x. Number 9. I have 7. Now I'm going to distribute the negative 5 halves to the 8r and the negative 6. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator for this. Parentheses, negative 5 halves. Parentheses, negative 5 divided by 2. Close my parentheses, times 8. Gave me negative 20r. And then the same thing for the other one. Parentheses, negative 5 divided by 2, close my parentheses, times negative 6 equals 15. Nope, not 12. Positive 15 plus the 2r equals 32. Now combine like terms. Negative 20r plus 2r is negative 18r. 7 plus 15 is positive 23 equals 32. Oh, sorry, it's 22, not 23. Okay. Now I can solve for r. Subtract 22 from both sides. Negative 18r equals 10. Divide by negative 18 on both sides to solve for r. R equals negative 5/9 to reduce that fraction because it doesn't work out nicely. Okay. All right, and for the last one, 5 times the difference of twice a number and 3. 5 times the difference of twice a number and 3 decreased by the sum of the number and 8 equals 13. Okay. Draw my line, distribute. Okay. minus n is 9n. Negative 15 minus 8 is negative 23 equals 13. Now I can solve for n. Add 23 to both sides. 9n equals 36. Divide by 9 on both sides. N equals 4. Okay. All right, that's the end of the video, but I'm going to check number 19 just to make sure because we got a fraction. Let me check over my answer right fast. Okay. Okay. Yeah, number 9 is correct.